Hey guys, what is up? Today I'm going to dive into my portfolios and show you guys exactly how I invest, my entire investing system that allows me to live a life of freedom abroad without even being rich. Make sure my mic's on. So I'm going to take you guys into my portfolios today, and I'm going to share that stuff with you guys and show you guys complete transparency, how I like to do things. So I've talked many times recently about my investing system and how every dollar has a different job and different portfolios for different purposes. And I'm going to kind of show you guys all those today, but I'll try to do it as fast as possible without spending too much time on all of it. So let me dive into the phone and share with you guys that stuff right now. 3, 2, 1, bam. I'll make sure to actually share my screen with you guys and edit this time. So here we are in Charles Schwab. I'll refresh it for you guys. Now right now, this is Sunday here in Manila. I'm here in the Philippines. I stay here part-time, and I live in China part-time. So I stay here in the Philippines about maybe 5 or 6 months out of the year, and I spend 5 or 6 months in China. So anyway, that's besides the point. First of all, when you look at this portfolio, this is what I call my Freedom Now portfolio. What I mean by Freedom Now is this portfolio provides me the income that I need to be able to live abroad without having to work a 9-to-5 job. And so you can see right now, this portfolio is only valued at $73,208. I say only, it might sound like a lot of money for some of you, and it might sound like a little money for others of you, but this is all that it takes to provide the income that I need to actually live this lifestyle of living in Southeast Asia and traveling around. If you look here though, out of the $73,208, $9,257 of that is cash. I'm looking to deploy some of it, but not all of it. I like to have around maybe $5,000 in cash and the rest in the market. So I'm looking for a place to put that, but I'm just waiting patiently for the right opportunity to do that. So when you look at this portfolio, I've got XDTE, which is a 0 DTE covered call ETF on the S&P 500. This pays me money each and every single Friday. And there's people going to be in the comments say, oh, NAV erosion, blah, blah. It's not really accurate. If you want a more detailed video about XDTE, I can make a more detailed video about that and share with you guys more, more insight into how to actually invest in this and how it works, and without NAV erosion, without losing money, right? Because people talk about that. I can share that with you guys. The next one I have here is SPYI. This is the NEOS S&P 500 cover call ETF. So why do I have two S&P 500 cover call ETFs? There's two different strategies. One is a 0 DTE and one is a more traditional strategy. Both of them are very tax efficient. SPYI is just a different strategy, but it does pay each and every single month. XDTE pays each and every single week. So two different strategies, but they're both on the major index. The next one I have is QQQI, which is the NASDAQ 100 cover call ETF. So it's same strategy as SPYI, but on the NASDAQ instead of the S&P. So the NASDAQ is a little bit more volatile. It can go up a lot more. So this can potentially have more upside. And also the premiums are higher, which means it pays a little bit more income. The next one I have is SCHX. Now this one is not necessarily an income play, even though it does pay a dividend only quarterly, but that's not what I'm in this for. This is more for more balance and to capture upside, so my portfolio doesn't just stay flat, so it can actually continue to grow even if I take the dividends out to use them for my life. So that's the job of SCHX, which is basically the S&P 500 plus the next 250 best stocks in the stock market. And but it's basically weighted the same. It follows the S&P 500. It does the same thing VOO does. It's exactly the same thing because the top stocks are all weighted the same. So this is just Charles Schwab's version of that. So that's my income account. This is what pays me money to live here. And if you want any more details on all these, just let me know in the comments below, and I can make a more detailed video breaking all this stuff down for you guys. But this portfolio right here, actually I'll share this with you guys really quick. If I show you my history here, let me go into the dividends. So you can see right now in July, this portfolio XDT paid me $218. XDT paid me $217. And that's just from these two. And I still have, this pays for this one, it pays each and every single week. So I'm going to get more payments from this, about $1,000 this month. And then on top of that, I will also get some money from SPYI and QQQI on top of that $1,000. And it's very cheap to live here in Southeast Asia. So this is enough that allows me to live here, do what I want to do, buy what I want to buy, eat what I want to eat, and do all the things that I want to do. But like, I'm not living a rich, luxurious lifestyle. I'm just a simple dude. I don't care about all this fancy stuff. So it really depends on your lifestyle, what type of thing you're going to do. You know what I mean? I don't go out to bars and party and stuff like that, because it's not my style. So if you're going to do those kind of things, you're probably going to need a little bit more money. The next one I want to show you guys here, I have this, what I call my Freedom Base account. And this is where I store money for stability. So for example, if you look here, SGov, this is US Treasury. The price doesn't really move, and it pays like a 4% annual yield, but it pays each and every single month. So it's just basically works for me like a high yield savings account. This is where I put cash with zero risk and get paid 4% per year on it. And this is just like basically 1 year's worth of living expenses as an emergency money. So if the market does go bad, I don't want to withdraw the money from the income portfolio. I want to keep putting that money there so the portfolio can grow in value. And so in case that was to happen, I can use this money to live off of. And then once the markets recover, then I can replenish this later. So it's an emergency living expense. Then we have CSHI. This is a new one that I'm actually building here. This CSHI, I have another substantial position in a different account, which I'll share with you guys in a minute. But I keep like a larger emergency fund there, like $30,000, and I'm working on transitioning that $30,000 out of there into this portfolio. But I'm just kind of doing it slowly, step by step. So that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a larger emergency fund, like an emergency medical fund or something like that, which is something everybody should have if you plan on living abroad. Next, have WEEK, week. This is also a treasury. Price doesn't really change, and it pays each and every single week, hence the name week. This one actually have another account. I have 1 year's worth of rent stored, so I can just pay rent up for 1 year up front, and I'm moving that money to this also. So I'm transitioning everything here to this stable things that don't move. They're extra storage of cash. So this is still a work in progress. I'm moving that over here, but it's not completed yet, which you'll see that in a moment as well. The next portfolio I have is my Roth IRA. So this is for future me. This is for retirement, for when I get more than 60 and I want to retire, my life can increase because I'm building my wealth slowly in the background over the next 15 years when I reach that age. So this one right here, you can see we're valued at $67,000. Let me go back here. $67,709, and I have $8,466 in cash. Now if you look down here, we've got SCHB, which is the entire stock market. I've got this, I just started this brand new position, IAU, which is gold. And then I have SGov. This is the one I was telling you about where I have a large amount of cash here. I'm trying to get some of this, build up a new reserve fund in my stability portfolio. And once I do that, I'm going to be liquidating this position and moving it more into the overall market like SCHB. So it's a work in progress. I have VXUS, which is the international stock market, everything except USA. So we have VXUS there for, that's also brand new. Then I have some other positions, Microsoft, SoundHound, SCHG, which is basically NASDAQ, NVIDIA, SoundHound, the other SoundHound cover call, and the SoundHound is speculative stock. So this is just for future growth and building wealth over the long term. Now, the next one I want to share with you guys is a portfolio. Now, this is a small portfolio. You can see $6,800 here. This one, this is for like growth right now. Take advantage of opportunities. I have QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. So this is, again, taking advantage of growth now. I have SGov. This is where I told you guys where I store that year's worth of rent money, and I'm moving that out of here to a different portfolio. So this will be gone soon. I have SpaceX, SPCX, which is brand new, and I'm taking advantage of this growth opportunity right now while it's available. And then I also have CHPY, which is semiconductor chips, but also pays income, but this has some upside potential. And this is where I run experiments, this portfolio, just doing some experiments with some things here like SpaceX and Chippy. And if they do well, then these are positions that I will eventually put into my other portfolio if they perform well here in the experimental stage. So this small portfolio is just for experiments and for growth. So like, for example, this CHPY, I think it's risky. I don't really love it, but I bought it because a lot of people keep talking about it, and I thought, what better way to do it other than like researching numbers, but to actually do it myself with my own money and see how it performs and how it does for me. Then I can decide if it deserves a longer term position in my main portfolio. So just run an experiment there. And the same like for SpaceX, if this starts performing well and I think this deserves a longer term position, I'll put this into my retirement account and let it build wealth over the next 15 years. And so that's what I do here, run experiments for growth and income. So that's my entire investing system and how I like to give different portfolios different jobs. So I can just open it up, I know what the job is, I can see if it's doing that job or not. So then I know whether I need to make adjustments or not. As opposed to having one portfolio doing like 3 or 4 different jobs at once, like doing retirement, doing income, doing all this and that in one portfolio, it gets confusing and hard to keep track of. So when I separate them into these 4 different baskets, I can just open up this basket and say, okay, it's doing what it's supposed to do. Good job. It's not, okay, let's make some adjustments. And that's how I put my money to work in my different portfolios and using this system of investing by separating the money into different baskets like that. So I know that was a lot, but I try to make it as fast as possible. So if you guys want more details on any of these portfolios or any of these positions, let me know in the comments below, and I can make a dedicated video for a specific position or a specific portfolio that you want to know more details about, and I can get into the nitty-gritty details and share with you guys all the stuff behind the scenes as well, like the spreadsheets where I track everything and all that stuff. I'll share all that stuff with you guys in that particular video. If you guys want it, let me know in the comments below and I'll make that video for y'all. So until next time, I'm gonna head to the gym right now, then I'm gonna grab me some lunch. So yeah, I'll see you guys soon, probably in a couple of days. All right, I'll try to get a video out for you guys. What's today, Sunday? I'll try to get a video for you guys on Tuesday, all right? So I'll see y'all then. Y'all take care.